Oh, he's got a trade of 5, yeah. Oh, in my opinion, this was a risk that almost paid off for WakkoTobacco, but I don't think it's going to pay off this time. All right, here we are. Last final game of this weekend SmackDown. It has some really great games on Gold Rush this particular day. We have scores tied 1-1. We have WakkoTobacco going against Cong4Ever. And without further ado, you can introduce the players and the civilizations.
I am so happy. The Britons are my favorite civ. They've got their longbows, they've got the better archers, they're a great civ. I'm really excited to see them busted out here by Conk in the blue on the right side. This map probably has the longest distance we've seen. They're kind of in this weird catty corner where they have like a good distance to have to rush each other. First things first, gold is okay for Kong, the British player, or yeah, the player playing as the Britons. But his stone is a bit exposed, so that could be a problem if he wants to go into those longbows. Moving over to Wakko across the map on the left. See that his resources are pretty protected. He can wall up pretty easily, and it's going to be nice for him. The Burmese will probably be seeing Castle, probably be seeing Armbai. Another strong, unique unit. What are you seeing, nobody?
I'm looking at WakkoTobacco's front of his base, and it's pretty ridiculous, this size hill that is in front of his base. I'm wondering how that's going to play a role, if at all. But on the other hand, his resources are very safe in the back. So it's kind of a very interesting base. I'm kind of interested to see how it works out. And really the same thing for Cong4Ever. It's got the same dynamic. Very open in the front, but some resources in the back. I'm also very excited to see the Britons. I think they could be a very strong civilization here. I think they match up particularly well with the Burmese. I think if there is a unit to go against the Arumbai, it might be the longbow or the crossbow with extra range. I think that's a very favorable matchup for Cong4Ever.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good choice. It was a good move. I don't know if he anticipated it or if he just himself is a fan of archers. But it is, I think you're right, a great choice.
And yeah, a lot of stakes on the line. This has been like, what, a 4-hour tournament so far? So yeah. Players certainly don't want to, they want to get their Voobly Silver now. They don't want to, try this again next week. But, I'm sure they had a lot of fun too. But, there's a lot of stakes in this last game.
Sure, yeah. This is going to be an absolute dogfight, I think, to the end.
Yay, ready.
Yay. The middle, I would say kind of favors Kong, though.
Yeah, favors Kong a little bit. It's definitely the gold's much closer. Let me take an extended look at it. Yeah, it definitely favors Kong. There's no doubt about that. Maybe Wakko wants to be a little bit more aggressive this match, but on the other hand, there's also a downside to Kong's map. His second gold and his second stone are a little bit further away.
Right. Dr. Slow, hey, how's it going? Muck, yeah, let's see if the Brits can pull it together here on the last game of the day.
So Wakko doing loom now. Both players luring their boars. Pretty standard stuff from them.
Like there's only 3 on wood for Wakko. That could mean that he's going scouts instead of archers. I think it's probably the right call.
Don't see it too often with the Burmese because their men-at-arms tend to be pretty good. He's gonna kill that sheep. Don't kill the sheep. Oh, he killed the sheep.
That's gonna be a bit of a waste.
But the Burmese consistently have a good scout rush as well. Again, maybe we see some towers also. I mean, Men-at-Arms towers could certainly be something. He's going to have to force up that tower real quick, as he's just gotten housed. Sorry, force up the house. My bad. It's been a long cast.
Right, no, yeah. I mean, that's a little bit close to his CC. That stinks. It takes away a farm spot. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not the nicest thing in the world. Welcome to the stream, Dr. Slow. Glad you made it. Cong4Ever luring in his deer, luring in a second boar. Both of them gearing up for what their feudal age play will be.
The ballsy no loom lure. Okay.
Yeah, certainly better for the economy though. If you're not able to, if you're able to delay loom.
Yeah, totally. He has definitely enough room to wall up here. This could be really good for him. I have a good feeling about this map. I think it's going to be a really good match.
I think so too. Wacko good to finally lure his second boar. He's been focusing on that sheep, making sure to, eat it up so it doesn't all, disintegrate or rot. Right. And looks like he's going to start off with a little bit of a wall. We saw a big wall in game 1, I believe, from WakkoTobacco, and he's going to start off a little bit of a larger wall here as well.
Sure is, and I think that's the right move because of how just crazy this mountain is, basically, on the front of his base.
Yeah, the less you can worry about, the better.
And also an ambitious wall for Kong. Wow.
Yeah, both players not messing around. They want to wall in their map as much as possible. Both walls will require quite a bit of resources. And we're seeing much more defensive playstyles from these players this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to take this from the distance, I believe.
Kong's having a really tough time with the deer. I do wonder how the deer mechanic works. Sometimes the deer are easy to lure, sometimes they're pretty hard.
Yeah, that was giving him a hard time.
And both scouts just walking right past each other, not taking the engagement. Kong's going to follow. And going to get a hit right there.
Whoops. Just one.
Kong's going to be first up to the next stage. He's done 22 population up. He's playing as the Britons, so most likely we'll go with 2 archery ranges right away.
Yeah, and it looks like... No, he did get Loom. Okay. I thought he had delayed Loom.
And the good thing with his build, he's going to be able to save a lot of wood since he's lured these deer. So he's not going to purchase the farm, so he can therefore get his archery ranges up sooner. Which is what you need to do. It's hard to go archers off 22 population without some sort of bonus.
Yeah, that was a great point.
And WakkoTobacco, he's at 650 food though. And is he finally going to click up now? There he goes. He's certainly going to be a lot later up to the next age. I'm going to guess here he's going to go with straight skirmishers. Or again, maybe he's going to go with scouts. I don't know.
I think it'll be really... I have a feeling he might go skirmishers. If he sees, he's going to be what? It's almost a minute behind?
Yeah, so last game he kind of had a little disadvantage in the early game. He went scouts with 22 pop-up, I believe, and it was a little bit too late. So he really got pushed hard early. This time he's up 23 pop, so, we could see either one. I would like to see just double archery range, double skirmisher. You kind of know your opponent's playing as the Britons. They're probably going to make archers, so I think that makes sense.
And let's see, do we see 2... First archery range, not quite enough for next. A little bit of scout play. And it looks like Kong's going to win the scout. What that's going to do for him is he's going to see his opponent's going to have a little bit less scouting power. So he's going to be able to sneak some stuff around, maybe surprise him every now and then, a couple places.
Yeah, I just see Wakko hasn't found his 2 sheep, which is not great. And Kong's going to be able to steal those. Here we go, feudal age for WakkoTobacco. What building is he going to go down with? And here we go. It's going to be double archery ranges for him.
Double archery range.
Yeah, which makes sense. He's a little bit behind Cong4Ever. Cong4Ever has got his archery ranges up sooner. He's the Britons, so the archery ranges will be able to work faster. Cong4Ever has 2 villagers on gold, so he'll probably be mostly skirmishers with a few archers.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to really make many archers at all.
So WakkoTobacco just a little bit behind in development, in my opinion. He's also 2 villagers behind somehow, so not the best Dark Age for him.
Yeah, here's the archer starting to mass. First player to get fletching is going to have major advantage. Engagement.
The good thing about the Britons, they have so many, good bonuses that really, help stack up. You have the archer ranges working faster, you have the range advantage, you have the town centers, and you have the sheep advantage. which all kind of, build up over the course of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have 3 scrims, 4 scrims now in production.
Luckily, WakkoTobacco's kind of anticipated his opponent's going to go archers, so he's chosen the right army composition. He's pretty well walled at home. I wouldn't be surprised just to see him add farms, maybe add a blacksmith, and then go up to the next stage without, investing too much more, as he feels probably pretty safe behind these walls.
Right, now there's a couple of scrims here to add support as the archers head back over to Wakko. Oh, no, they're just chilling. They're just walking around.
Looks like the archers are coming back just to help deal with the wolf. There's no actual other wolves there, so I think she'll be alright.
Cong4Ever getting closer and closer to being fully walled.
Yeah, fairly big walls, too. Which is pretty good for him. The bigger the walls, the better. But you can feel a little comfortable with that if you take out your opponent's scout early on. Can wall bigger. And really, neither player can do too much damage to each other. There's just too many walls out on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because of this, I'd like to see players just investing into as many farms as possible. Nice and early on.
See, people kind of rush up to the casual age.
Yeah. So right now, military count more for Kong. He's got a spearman in there. That's not great. And Wakko's got all skirmishers, which is probably better.
Yeah, I think in an engagement, Wakko would probably definitely win.
And Wakko's investing into the early blacksmith, the early fletching. So I think now might be a good time for him to push out.
That is quite the little ball of scrims and archers there.
Mm-hmm. Kong's really delaying his fletching upgrade, really delaying his blacksmith, I assume, to get more farms out.
Wakko's got 10 scrims here in reserves, just waiting. Laying in wait.
And where do you see this matchup really going into Castle Age, since we're heading towards that direction?
If I'm the Burmese player, maybe I move into some knights, and scrims, knights to help me a little bit. I don't see, is he on stone yet? No, so it's going to be probably crossbows then instead of longbows to begin. And if, fletching, yeoman, right? Is that Castle Age?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or how to, no. No, yeah, yeoman. That extra range is going to be, absolutely essential. I don't know. I don't know who I favor. I think I probably favor Wakko's position coming into the Castle Age, because he's going to have those knights and he's going to have those scrims. What do you think?
I like the skirmisher addition. I think, adding knights to it certainly would be very strong. I think he's guessed pretty well that, he's going full skirmishers. He's not even adding any archers at all. Meanwhile, Kong's adding a lot of archers. I think it's been a good guess that he's gone full skirmishers.
Yeah, they're both getting wheelbarrow now at about the same time. Both
and
adding.
It looks like both players will be able to click up at about the same time.
Nice, I like that. This is both both of these civs are good Castle Age civs. They're both they have good units that can engage in Castle Age and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would love to see the British player now move out and start taking some stone, but
not with that massive archers. I think longbowmen are off the table for now.
super TCs are going to be a huge asset.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be
How do
surprised
you,
to see 3 town centers right away from the British player.
For sure. How do elephants do against archers?
Elephants do fairly well against all units except for monks, really. The reason you don't build the elephant so much is because as soon as you build a single elephant, your opponent will add a monastery right away. So it could be a problem. I really like the elephant though if you go to Castle Age faster, as your opponent can't really have time to make a monastery yet. So if you go up to Castle Age faster, then go for the elephants over the knights. Otherwise, knights might be better.
Sure. Which it looks like he's about 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds faster. So I don't think there's going to be enough time to really, start playing with elephants by any means.
I hope so. I don't think so, but yeah. I think, the elephants are more of a brute force approach, too. If you want to take over an area, if you want to take over a town center, then elephants are better. But if you want to be able to hit units as they're running away or raid, then you probably want to go with the knights.
Right. And them being this far away with so many hills and everything, I think knights definitely the right choice. Now, do Burmese get access to camels? I'm actually not sure.
No, I don't think they do.
They do not.
Now, I'd be super interested right now if I just, Nostradamus Kong added a stable, because that would probably be the best thing for him to do, but obviously you can't see what's going on.
Right.
Tobacco's kind of been smart in not releasing his skirmishers. So, Kong's not able to see what his composition is.
Right.
And there is a stable in the back for WakkoTobacco, actually.
Interesting. Hiding out in the back here it is.
Yeah, it is hiding. It's definitely hiding. I don't know, is this for a knight or for, an elephant?
I don't know.
This is such a mystery game for them because they don't know how much army each other has. They're really just guessing.
They're all hidden behind their walls. Okay, there's the Castle Age for Wakko. Let's see what he does with it right off the bat. He's dropping 1 TC.
Yeah, he's got the wood for it, so gonna get his upgrades.
Yep.
Might be a little intimidated if I'm WakkoTobacco because I see my opponent score 700 points higher. Obviously, Cong4Ever has a larger army. He's been better at producing his army.
Sure, and his army has been inducive for going up to the next age. It didn't take food the same way making all the skirmishers took food.
Yeah.
There's 1 TC coming out immediately, and there's the second TC also as well. And just as we suspected, bodkin and crossbow.
Yeah, if I was WakkoTobacco, maybe I'd add a university as soon as I could afford it. Would certainly make the skirmishes more deadly.
No sooner do you say that, and he drops one down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I see Kong adding one.
Oh, who did you say?
Well, it doesn't matter. Either of them could use it.
Fair enough. And there's the third TC now. Okay.
WakkoTobacco's got to feel, he's probably feeling, very, I don't know, apprehensive by sending these skirmishes out. He doesn't know if he's going to run into a horde of knights or what he's going to run into, but he's going to, do something with it.
Yeah, that
Take
is
a risk?
quite
No?
the ball of scrims.
Okay, maybe he changed his mind after he saw the wolves. And if I was Kong, I would not feel that, I would not feel that bad about moving out with this huge horde of crossbows.
Yeah, that is a heck of a force, especially as the Brits.
All right, let's see what he can do with it. Not too many. I mean, they could get through some of these houses pretty easy, probably. 1 elephant being created by WakkoTobacco. No upgrades on it, though. So it's certainly not going to do a hell of a lot.
It did take quite a few shots. Goodness.
Yeah.
Ballistics now coming in for Kong. Good.
That's without the armor, too. But the problem is, how is it supposed to close the distance?
Right. We got some vills coming forward now from Wakko.
Yeah, I think they probably want a town center down on the gold.
Right. Yep.
And at least the elephant gave some good scouting information. Wakko knows that you could probably place a town center in the south if the archers are not going there.
That's enough crossbows to maybe break through one of these houses rather fast.
Yeah. Here's a bit of a problem for the Burmese. The Burmese don't get +2 armor, and usually that doesn't make a big difference, but it's actually a big deal for skirmishers. So, especially with the British crossbowmen, this is a really weak army composition for WakkoTobacco, even going against crossbows.
Yeah, here they are running away.
Yeah, so for
Okay,
now,
there's the
Kong's
next-
going to move back.
Yeah.
I think I would try to abuse that range as much as possible.
Now, does he have that extra range upgrade? Let's check.
Oh, Yeoman? No, it's a Castle Age tech. I mean, it's a castle tech. You have to research it from the castle.
Oh, right. Also, he just only had... But he does have people on stone. What's his stone count at? Let's see. No, nowhere close yet, but he's working towards it.
300 for tobacco. Gonna add the university. Try to get ballistics. He's really believing in his skirmisher army.
Yeah. Now, what is this over here? The university's up. Yeah, he's got villagers over here ready to work.
And let's see how they do in this engagement. Just fighting straight up the skirmishers, that's not the best thing. Especially on top of the hill. We now have a stable out for Kong, so he's got a knight. So Wakko's going to really invest as heavily into skirmishes as possible until he gets his castle up.
Neither of them wanting to commit too much. 4 or 5 knights now queued up.
Yeah, so WakkoTobacco really needs to get the stone as fast as possible. He's got a lot of food to work with, but really nowhere to spend it. I think he should continue with production as much as possible. And I don't know, he's got a... I think this army looks very scary for Kong, if Kong wants to push in towards the middle.
Sure does.
Wakko needs something else here, or he needs to buy his castle pretty soon.
Sure, yeah. Castle would be really useful.
Well, he needs the castle not only for the positioning, but for the to have a military unit that he can build, other than the skirmisher.
Right. Let me see. What is Howda? Is that in the Castle Age?
I think it is, yeah.
It is. Okay. All right. I would be interested to see if that tech comes out. I don't know why. I just have this feeling that I think they would be useful.
It would +2 armor, pierce armor
Yeah.
would be very useful versus crossbow and make them basically, ineffective.
Right. Yeah, because the way that armor works, right, is that the pierced armor subtracts from the attack of the attacking force.
Yeah, so it really makes a difference if it's like,
Especially archers.
yeah, if you have like 30 archers doing 2 damage and then they're suddenly doing 1 damage, then
Right.
1 armor could be like a huge deal.
Yeah, sure. You can double the time it takes to kill a unit.
But on the other hand, if a unit has like 12 attack and you give it 1 more, it probably doesn't make a big difference.
Right.
Anyway, that castle is just about ready. Market's up, so, no excuse not to get the castle down. And let's see if Kong is either going to move into the base or he's going to move into the middle. I think the castle needs to go down now. This is going to be a critical moment. I think Wakko needs to get a little bit lucky.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he does need to get a little lucky.
Yeah, and he needs to place this castle wherever he can get it up.
I think a siege workshop would be just... Whew.
Yeah, it would be much better. I mean, it'd be hard to defend the mangonels from the knights, though.
The Kong now is just is placing his siege
Oh
workshop
boy,
more.
that castle. You see the castle position?
Let's see, where is this?
It's on top of the hill. Hasn't been placed yet, but it's about to be placed. And the knights are right on top of the skirmishers, right where the castle's supposed to go. This might
yes.
be the game right here.
Oh no, these crossbows could be just so... Wow. Knights really worth their salt right now.
Yeah. They barely have any upgrades, but it's still great enough against the skirmishers. WakkoTobacco didn't really have a good plan for transitioning. He really wanted that castle, but he was too slow on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And these crossbows now are in between his home and his forward. Any reinforcements going to get cut off. Now there's a less ambitious castle coming up.
Yeah, and this could be denied if Cong4Ever really wanted to do it. Instead, the castle's going to get up, but he does have a siege workshop planned as well.
Is there something? There is a mangonel coming out of his siege workshop. God, these crossbows, they just rushed right in here a little bit.
And we're coming to a point of the game where there's going to have to be a conflict. I think Cong4Ever is going to go for the middle, and WakkoTobacco is going to try to defend the middle. And whoever comes out on top might win this game.
Woo woo woo! Here comes a wolf. I think rams would be effective too, especially if you're facing a scrim army. Correct?
Yeah, and a rimby too.
Another siege workshop coming in for the British player.
Looks like Kong's gonna get up the castle of his own.
Crossbows are just hanging out.
Yeah, I was hoping that Wakko could maybe intercept them with the skirmishers, but they've gone too far south.
Okay, now he's gonna know where this castle is, and look, there's villagers gathered around. What are they about to do?
Oh boy, WakkoTobacco's actually going Imperial Age. I wasn't expecting that. This is so risky.
Okay. Last time it really paid off for him.
It did, but I don't know if it's going to pay off for him this time. I mean, it's going to be a similar dynamic. I think Kong is probably going to go... Let's see his resource. He's going to go all in Castle Age. He's got 2 siege workshops queued up. Got a ton of knights, got a ton of crossbow. Has much more army value. I think Kong really has to identify the situation, and I think he has, but needs to know that he needs to go in pretty soon. WakkoTobacco getting scale mail armor. He's got a lot of archery ranges for a lot of skirmishers.
Cong4Ever really love to take fights in the Castle Age, but...
It makes sense on Gold Rush. Gold Rush is really good math for that.
But here comes the mangonel. It could be a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's uphill, though. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the big push for the game.
Right, yeah. The crossbows are coming in from one side, the knights are on the other.
And if there was ever a time where elephants might be useful, because the elephants don't have to go anywhere, they just have to stay in the middle, I think now would be a good time.
Right, you're right. They don't have very much trouble.
And there we go. Bloodlines forging being made, probably for elephants. This could be a great engagement if these skirmishers can clean up these crossbows. They have ballistics now.
Yeah, he needs to take care of this castle. There's now starting to become something a bit of a problem for him, I think. This presence in the middle.
Well, WakkoTobacco's like 70% up to the next age, and still no pressure's really coming in.
Kong is nowhere close on food to clicking to the next stage. I can't believe it.
I can't believe he's losing most of his army here. This is a great fight for WakkoTobacco. I only see 2 rams for Cong4Ever right now. That's not enough to go in on the castle. I don't think he's expecting this Imperial Age at all.
Aggressive castle.
So this might be another risk that pays off for WakkoTobacco, but he's still a little bit away from, you know, really translating it.
Rams just have the worst pathing in the game, I swear.
Some of it's the lag, too. It makes it worse. But yeah, rams are pretty big. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's the Imperial Age. Let's see if we see Imperial Age upgrades. That would be very important. Bracer. If he wants to upgrade the elephants. The trebuchet is great, but you need to actually upgrade the army, too.
Chain barding coming out now. I'm guessing that's gonna, like you said, be for the elephants.
And now we have 5 Rams for Cong4Ever. I think he's getting ready to push right now.
Yeah, I think now's the time.
And do Burmese get... Do they get... let me check. Do they get Bracer? Yeah, they do. They get Bracer. Oh wait, that was the wrong Sif. Yeah, they get Bracer.
Oh.
I would like to see that upgrade.
Trev is now hitting. He needs to think about Imp. Do not try this again, please.
No, I disagree. I think this is a better choice to go all in. I think it's going to be a different result than last time.
Oh, he can rush in here with these knights and just kill this Trev.
Well, what's going to stop the knights, really? I mean, the skirmishes don't have Bracer. The first thing that WakkoTobacco gets is crop rotation. This is the most important upgrade you can afford.
He's got the petards. Kong likes these petards.
They've been affected. Oh, he's got a trade of 5, yeah. Oh, in my opinion, this was a risk that almost paid off for WakkoTobacco, but I don't think it's going to pay off this time.
Oh no! It did damage.
Yeah, there we go. Castle's down. I think this is it. This is going to be a good game. I know WakkoTobacco has 1,000 wood in the bank, 1,000 food, hasn't really spent it. I think he was going for maybe the elite elephant upgrade. But I think he misread the situation and thought that you know, that his opponent wasn't about to make a huge push right now.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is not how I expected this moment to be going on right now. The Ram's doing so much work. The elephant's just a little too late.
Yeah, the castle just crumbled.
Actually did some work this time, surprisingly. I'm happy. There is this castle still, you know, on the southeastern part here, kind of on the ring, if you will.
Well, Wakko's having such a hard time getting gold right now. He's got tons of every resource but gold.
Let me flip over to his real fast. Oh yeah, that is tragic.
And more petards! There's so many petards from Kong!
Yes!
A whole train of them.
Rams now heading to the castle. The petards! Go!
There's no way that castle stays up.
Go! What is that, 7 petards now? Oh!
Yeah. Here we go. How many petards does it take? He's researching how to out of that castle too, so he needs that. Oh, he might get it done though. He might get it done before it's done, before it's researched. The elephants have great upgrades now. If they get the how to upgrade.
True, yeah. If he could get some
if he could just avoid the conversions, somehow.
Oh yeah.
Or make enough elephants that a conversion here and there wouldn't matter, then that would be great.
The British player can still go pipes, I guess, to handle it. This is just looking so good. This is looking amazing.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side, the economies look the same, but really it's about that gold axis, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bill leads just barely, slightly in favor. Not really enough.
The thing is, WakkoTobacco has a gold in his base he hasn't even touched, though. So maybe if he can realize that he has that gold there and really make a great army right now, maybe he could come back in it.
Oh, tragic. He is not going to notice that. Oh, no. Hopefully he does. You're right, hopefully. Right now he's completely off gold.
Yeah, I don't think he's noticed it.
No!
Because he's got a great economy. 100 villagers, has great upgrades now.
This is the sleepiness. This is the 6 a.m. right now coming in. Him not noticing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's getting mauled by wolves on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, knights, crossbows, trims, what do you do? Now there's a pikeman upgrade coming in, a light cav upgrade coming in.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he sees this gold. If he sees this gold, then he can make elephants. Then he can have a very strong army, but... Oh, man. He's gotta have to get in the middle eventually. Have to go through this army.
Kong, I guess he's moving forward now to drop something else. Castle. Kong is at 200 pop.
Yeah, probably we'll be thinking about going up to the next stage soon. He just discontinues production.
Interesting. This is great. There's longbows now in the mix. Beautiful. Happy just to see that.
Yeah. It's a beautiful mix of army. It's like every bit of army that you can make.
Yeah, he's really just throwing everything they have. He should be. He's researching, Deagle, he's researching iron casting, but he should be up soon. Here's his resources. He's at 500 food and 500 gold, 600 in climbing.
I think we could just see the power of the elephants here. Just how they're able to push back such a huge, massive crossbows.
Great point.
I don't really see too many monks in sight. And there we go. WakkoTobacco has found his gold in his base. He's not mining it that heavily, but at least he's aware of it.
Excellent.
You know, with that gold, he could certainly make a lot of elephants with that. He's already got the stables down. Got great upgrades on his cavalry. Got great upgrades on his skirmishers now. And that castle just barely goes up.
It does, but it adds so much presence here.
It does, yeah. Absolutely. I would like to see WakkoTobacco in the south just add some stables down there and start raiding with light cavalry.
Oh, he probably might, yeah.
I mean, he's up by 20 villagers, so that's great for him.
Military numbers strongly in favor of Kong, though.
I think Wakko just needs to add more production in the back. Try to, you know, build up as much as possible and then go for a big push. And yeah, there's a stable at the south. That could be very deadly. I'm going to go with the light cavalry, do a little bit of raiding there.
Sure. He's partially exposed. Yeah, he's definitely open. He's susceptible.
And wow, Kong is really nowhere near it. Going into the next stage. I mean, he's got the gold. Maybe, I bet he could save up the food pretty shortly, actually.
Muck, you think so? Why do you rely solely on scrims? I don't know. I don't know. He could have mixed in some cavalry a little sooner and really like taken care of it a little better. I don't know. You're right. I mean, and it's really starting to show now as he and the Imperial Age is getting taken down by a Castle Age. They wasted, but he put in light caps or something, yeah.
Anything would have been good, yeah. I think, I mean, when he went to the Imperial Age, he had so much resources in the bank and really wasn't able to use them very well. I think he was saving up for the Elite Elephant upgrade, although I'm not sure.
Right.
But Hussar coming in, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, Hussar raids will be something, definitely something.
Well, they're pretty strong right now. Going against all these Archer-type units, they have the Imperial upgrades on them, so...
Yeah, and the military numbers are slowly...
These light cavalry are doing pretty good work in the middle.
Yeah, Muck, you're right. Yeah, that's totally true. He was taking all that gold in the middle, and what did he really use it for? You're right, it was mostly just food and gold. Food and wood unit production.
Most of the army in the middle actually getting cleaned up by the Hussar. I would love to see if Wakko finally had, like, you know, some siege to take down the castle. That would really swing the game in his favor. But most of the army has been cleaned up from Kong.
It's crazy. Kong, almost, if he wanted to now, he could buy his way up to Imp. I think it might not be a bad idea.
I think it'd be a good idea.
I concur.
Yeah, I think he has to.
Good.
But here we go. Wakko's gonna go for a big raid. Maybe catch out some of these archers.
He has a handful of pikes hanging around at home. I like that. Just to, you know, help just a little bit with some raids.
Yeah, they'll be able to help out.
He did a good job of gating them out here.
Hey, Cog's really not going up to the next stage. He spent a lot of his food. Oh, there he goes. I think he just bought it. And there he goes. He's going to go up to the next stage now.
There we go. Okay, good.
Okay, so let's see.
Housewives there's just so much to contend with for him, it seems. Military is now really getting a lot closer to even than it was. Oh my gosh.
It's the upgrades on the Hussar. The Hussar is so strong right now. They're much stronger than they normally be. Because, you know, these archers don't have the upgrades on them.
Right, totally.
And this castle's in serious trouble. Only 2 rams, though, but it's backed up by, you know, the Hussar, which are pretty formidable. And it's going to be capped ram as well. Yeah, this is how the last game was AOC Spain. It's just the upgrades are finally making a difference.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous. And he's still in castle. I know! I cannot believe it.
Well, this game's going to be a little different. At least Kong is going to make it to the Imperial Age.
That's true, that's true.
That's an interesting castle position by WakkoTobacco. It's splitting the base in half, but it doesn't really secure gold at the same time.
Sure, yeah.
So it's very interesting, but I really like it, though. It really opens an avenue if you want to raid that base.
Capped Wham is just crazy. Yeah, please just build Trebs in the land.
I think Tobacco's got this. I think he's got this. I think...
Yeah, I cannot believe it, but I think... No. I don't want to call it, because AOC Spain's right. They're absolutely right, because I did just say I think Blue has it in the bag.
Gonna go after the monastery has 4 relics in it, so I think he's gonna go after that next. If Cong4Ever really wants to stay in this, he needs to keep all of his army alive until he can upgrade it.
Yeah, oh man.
And if Tobacco just wants to win this, all he needs to do, I think, is just get on gold. I think if he can saturate gold, then, you know, build elephants instead of Hussar.
Yeah, he's down by 50 vills. Cong4Ever is down by 50 vills. This is crazy.
I think, yeah, that villager number is pretty crazy. It's still hard for Tobacco to get onto gold, though. I mean, his next nearest gold is kind of guarded by a castle.
There are pipes here. This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, he's just slowly eating at the base.
And there you go. Should be another town center down on the right side. I think there should be enough Hussar to defend that. Bracer's finally coming in, so these crossbows will finally be able to do something. Looking at Cong4Ever's resources, there's basically nothing in the bank. He can't afford the Arbalest upgrade anymore. Not a lot of farmers working. I don't know if Kong's going to be able to afford the upgrades he needs.
Things are just really just going down. Oh no. Those pikes, he should have attacked these rams. No, I think that's going to go down. Oh no. Yeah, Kong is dead out of res now, and half of his vills are, you know, idle or running away. He's down to 85 vills.
Yeah, he still has gold, though. He still has gold. That's something. Oh, this is a great fight, though. Look at the middle. There's a bunch of crossbows that are surrounded by Hussar.
Oh no, yeah.
That might be it.
Get out of there, get out of there. Oh man, some tough losses for the British player here.
Yeah, all those crossbows not being upgraded to Arbalest.
Hussar is just raiding the hell out of his vills.
I really love... on the Gold Rush, you really get to see the differences in the technology, and it really makes a big difference.
I love this monk is just stealing. Now he's over here stealing the relics. These hussars really just showing their worth in the middle.
So Kong's rebuilding the same TC on the right side. Thinks he can hold that maybe. Doesn't want to give up that position. But his food economy has been pretty crippled. But really, what he's holding on to is just holding on to that gold. Not letting his opponent take the gold. And it's a good thing Tobacco's getting those relics. Without the relics, you know, would really have no gold income in a minute here.
Yeah.
He still has like 1,000, like 2,000 gold in his own base, though. I think it's a mistake for him not to saturate that anymore.
Now, I mean, a lot of his units are heavy food, so maybe he's just not as worried about it. They're flooding in the base now. This is just a heck of a game.
I think so, but with gold, again, he can make elephants, and that would be a lot stronger than the Hussar. So if Kong could somehow afford the Halberdier upgrade, that would be a really big deal for him. Halberdier upgrade, I think, costs 600 gold, though, so it's not a cheap upgrade at all.
Oh, wow. Down to 63 bills. Military, still pretty even, but, oh, man.
It's 60 bills, though. What could he do?
Yeah, and this is crazy. This late in the game.
I mean, fundamentally, Kong can't hold two positions at the same time. He can't hold the middle and defend his home.
Right. The numbers just aren't there.
And wow, I think this is coming towards the end, right as Wakko, upgrades Town Patrol. What are some final closing thoughts on this series? This last series has been really incredible. Wow.
GG, why are you smirking?
GG, congrats. Kong once again coming in second place. Valiant effort from him, but WakkoTobacco finally getting his first place. He's played a lot in these series. It's 6 a.m. for him, but he's earned his Voobly Silver, and he's got to be feeling pretty happy about that. I'm pretty happy he won as well.
Oh man, just what a series of games from start to finish. I cannot believe it. Starting with the Indian Mirror all the way up through the Burmese actually being a really great civ this tournament, it looks like. I just am so happy. We saw some
these games were
play.
exceptional. I can't believe how great these were.
Everything I wanted to see, I saw early scouts, I saw early archers, towers, everything. It was awesome. There was imp play. I love this.
Yeah. So I don't think we could have asked for a better series. Thanks so much for being with me.